Hello, my dear Junk Journal Misfit family. Let's go and decorate the cover of this paperback junk journal. As you see, I used some masking tape to make a little bit stronger the spine of my journal, and I did it before I was sewing these kind of lines just to decorate it a bit. Because I'm going to sew my signatures here, so it has to be a little bit thicker than it's normal. Now I am going to decorate the cover, and I'm going to use different decors, and let's see what I have in my mind. This is how it's going to look like. More or less a half an A4 sheet, and I'm going to have, I think, 6 signatures. It's going to be a rather big journal because I am always binding small ones for myself, and then I don't have enough space to stick and glue all my photos and everything in it. So this time I was just thinking that I'm going to make a bigger one. For the inside covers, first I am using this kind of decorated packaging paper. I think it's from Amazon, and I was covering my studio desk with it when I was painting some other projects. So I decided not to throw them away and upcycling it, and I'm going to use some scrap papers as well, which are actually really cheap ones, and let's find out which is going to be okay. I wanted to have this with the bird motif, but then I decided to use a rather bluish one because I was thinking that the blue color goes better with the outside cover, which is actually in green tones. I have to say that I was actually really lucky with this block of scrapbook papers, because it is exactly the same size as my journal cover. So I am using these two as a base, and packaging paper I'm going to use as some pockets in the inside color at the front and the back as well. For gluing these decor papers on the inside cover, I am going to use some bookbinding glue, which I am always ordering from Amazon. I am going to put the link here below somewhere. And as you see, now I am trying out and making the pockets from the packaging paper, and I'm doing it this way that first I'm going to decorate, aka making the pockets on this scrapbook paper, and afterwards I am going to glue them into the inside part of the covers on both sides. Now my pocket is finished, so I decided to decorate with the same paper, scrapbook paper, flowers. In case of doing that, I am fuzzy cutting out a flower and gluing it onto the pocket, and then I am doing it also with the back side of the cover on the inner side. Now I have to cut the excess, and then I am gluing it to the back side, inside back side, or how can I say, cover. Of course, it is getting another decoration part from the same scrapbook design, and then I am actually ready with my inside covers, and I am moving to the outside, which is going to be actually a bigger task to decorate. So now it's finished, the inside cover. I am moving to the outside, but first I try into the signature, into the cover, how it is going to look like. I liked it really well, and yeah, let's decorate then the outside part. Of course, I had to decorate with the same scrapbook paper because I like the recurring items. It makes me a kind of rhythm and continuousness, which I am really keen on. So that was the reason I was using the same scrapbook paper as a base on the cover, and then I am decorating it with some other pictures and flowers, crochet flowers from my stash. This is one of my favorite ancient and retro wooden boxes, which I inherited from my grandmother, who was getting it from a world famous cafeteria or pastry shop in Budapest. It's called zserbó, or as we say it in Hungarian, zserbós doboz, the box of zserbó, and it is having all my secret stuff for junk journaling, and I like to work with it. Now I am decorating or preparing this small bird, fuzzy cutting it from my collected stash, and afterwards I am going to glue all of my decorations on the cover. This small card is really cute. It says sometimes happiness is a cat. So I am truly go with this phrase because I have two of them. I quite like how it turned out, but something is missing from this side, so I decided to find something within my scrapbooking equipments, and I decided to glue some textile or fabric roses onto the cover, and then I came up in my mind that I can use some stamps which are actually vintage ones. They were already used and I get them from an envelope which was sent to me by post. So this is how it turned out, the cover page. I hope you liked it and see you guys in the next video, in which we are going to sew in the signatures. Bye bye.